Louisville coaches Brian and Jeff Brohm have become known for their ability to identify and quickly develop QB talent. Jeff coached Brian, Stefan LaForce, and of course Hunter Cantwell. At WKU, Brian joined Jeff on the staff and he was instrumental in landing players like Mike White and Brandon Doty, who went on to play in the pros. Now, if you're a college football fan, you remember the name David Blau. He played it for Purdue, threw for almost 10,000 yards for the Boilermakers. But most don't know that he was an under-recruited player who chose the Boilermakers over some lesser-known squads. And then, of course, Aiden O'Connell, the former walk-on that led Purdue, a traditional conference bottom feeder, to the conference title game just a few years ago. He's now spending time as a starter in the NFL, while Blau is a coach at the NFL level. Of course, that leads us to present day in Louisville. The Brohms have returned for their second stint, lifelong Louisvillians, and they brought Jack Plummer in for their first year, a journeyman quarterback that went from Purdue to Cal and followed them back to Louisville. He led Louisville to a conference title game appearance in year one under the Brohms. That is the Brohm effect right there. And then, of course, Tyler Shuck, a guy that is being perceived as a potential first-round pick, probably the third best quarterback in the NFL draft this season. He was overlooked and underappreciated coming into the season. He is a 25-year-old married quarterback, a guy that has been through a lot. The Brohms took a chance on him over guys like Cam Ward and Will Howard because they believed in what he could do, and ultimately it paid off, and now Shuck is being talked about as one of the better players in the draft. Now fans are probably wondering, what is next for the Brohm? What do they have up their sleeve next? And let me tell you, it's something a little bit unconventional. They are deviating from the norms of what we've seen so far under the Brohms in Louisville. Miller Moss, a guy that played the Brohms in the Holiday Bowl, lit them up for 6 touchdowns in a game where USC was a heavy underdog against Louisville. The Brohms saw that and they said as soon as he hit the transfer portal that they were not going to let that happen to them again. They wanted him on their side and they got him. Louisville took Moss in and it was one of the biggest transfer portal additions for Louisville this season. Moss is looking to lead Louisville to another conference championship game, and he has all the tools to do so. He is lethal in the short to intermediate passing game. And of course, Moss, more than anything, is a gamer, right? Although he's a little bit more undersized than the last 2 seasons of quarterback play for Louisville, ultimately Moss is a guy that is a winner, and he can lead Louisville once again to the promised land.